Welcome to Sin City Live. My name is Cynthia Hickenbottom, and this is my city. Roll call! From the Bronx to Brooklyn, Manhattan to Queens, and you too, Staten Island, you are my citizens. Thank you again for taking time out of your thriving lives to meet with us again here on Sin City Live. Sin City has a steadily increasing population of diverse and interesting citizens who want to meet you. Today, we are being revisited by a rapper, new father, who has started a blog for new fathers that is quickly picking up viewers and getting a lot of media attention. Let's welcome back to Sin City, our citizen, Seanie H.
Hey.
Yay! It's so great to have you back.
Oh, it's so great to be back.
Man, a lot's been going on in your life since then.
Yeah, some things that definitely have happened to me since we've last met.
Yeah, and it's so exciting. Okay, Now, I know that you've been doing your music, but let's talk about your blog.
Okay.
Now, your blog is about new fathers, what they can expect, and resources and that kind of thing. But before you became a father, tell us about your wife, Zalethia Keynes, and how did she tell you she was expecting and she was pregnant?
Well, okay. To answer your first question, Zalethia is my best friend. Right? We have a relationship that stems back now 15 years.
Wow.
That's my best friend.
Only 15?
Yeah, only 15 years. That's it. I've only known this woman, above half my life. That's
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? But I mean, the way she told me was, stereotypical. I guess, she just told me basically.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Did you cry?
Of course, I cried. I cried. She cried. We cried together. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was a beautiful moment. One of those moments that, you'll never forget.
So now you have this beautiful daughter.
Right.
Okay, so when the reveal party.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And
it's a little girl.
Yeah.
I had my little princess, and I'm so happy about that. I've wanted her for, as long as I could think back now.
Yeah.
I've wanted this little girl, and now she's finally here.
Yeah.
And all I could think about is her and like how I can be better. What can I do to further empower myself? First as a person, then I can learn to further empower myself as a father, so I can learn to empower her as a person, a successful person. You know what I mean? Not so much by the standards of society, but just as the standards for self-validation.
Right.
You know what I mean? I believe that that's more important. What you've learned to achieve for yourself, the goals that you've learned to set for yourself are more important than the goals that the society project onto you. So I have to be proficient in that thought in order to encourage my daughter to be the same way.
Wow, this blog has got to be something else. Because, the way you speak, you don't hear many young men or even mature, older men speak that way.
Well, okay, right? Since you said that, in my brief study, let's say in postpartum, swiftly, you come to discover that men feel that they are to be distant from their feelings. And it's not until they have this child that they realize how wrong that is, or the conflict arrives in their mind. And it becomes a little bit difficult for them to deal with. So what I'm saying is, I believe the way the society raises men to believe about themselves is off brand from what it actually is. Because when you become, or when you get the opportunity to become the provider for a blessing, a family that is placed into your care, you have to be there emotionally, not only for this new life, but for the person who helped you create it. And you have to understand yourself so that you don't make decisions emotionally.
So if I'm getting you right, the more involved the man is during the pregnancy, it's a way of him getting himself ready for when the child comes as well.
Right. If
He'll be more emotionally attached if he's there helping with the break, going to the doctor's visits,
Right.
helping mom, rubbing her tummy and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
He'll be more emotionally involved when the actual event, when the baby is actually born. He'll feel more connected.
Right. That's definitely an additive to my point. Definitely an additive to my point. Well, what I'm gearing at is even before that, there has to be a change in the way that we raise boys, right? Like if you look at a lot of the toys that are given to young men or boys are mostly about leaving the home. It's cars, it's guns, it's action figures, and action figures represent war. You have to leave normally to go to war. So everything that is presented to a man from the time that he's able to understand what's going on around him is about leaving his household. There's very few things that are structured to help him understand what it is to be a provider, right? And then on the flip side, when we have women and we have little girls and they have carriages and so on and so forth. And I'm not saying that we should go that far,
Right.
because there has to be some sort of a difference. But it should become extremely important to us as a human race, not even as a society, but as a human race, as an existence. It becomes very important for us to start teaching our boys the importance of being emotionally connected
Right.
to what it is that you create.
So do you think, I know this is a kind of crazy question, I'm not sure, but do you think that having boys play with girls more and playing house, have him hold it all, without him being berated, oh, that's a sissy thing, or, what are you doing with that doll?
I think if it's done in moderation and it's done with instruction and with still allowing someone to have fun, then yes, I don't think it's a problem with
Right.
it. You know what I mean? I don't think, like I'm saying, I don't think it should be. It's slippery slope in the idea only because it's different.
Also, you lead by example. If the father shows the son, hey, it's okay to hold the baby. It's okay to change the baby. It's okay to cook dinner. So leading by example would also go to the means to your end.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then it's like, understanding this is very important, right? Because, okay, I brought up postpartum because normally when we speak of postpartum, we speak of it from a feminine perspective, right? But it's a perspective of parenthood, right? So what I'm trying to say is understanding these emotions within yourself, to understand these emotions within your partner, will allow for a better construction of your family. Because if you're depressed and you don't understand why, right, and your mate is depressed and they don't understand why, and you go to blame, that breaks up families.
Right.
Before you even get the opportunity to understand what happened. You didn't understand what happened
Right.
at that point. You are emotionally connected and don't understand that. You're a little chemically imbalanced at this
hormones.
point. Right. Both of us, male, female, like it's a change that happens within you. It's a chemical change that happens within you, along with the mental change and along with the change of responsibilities. So if you don't have the mindset to put all of this in order, or the mindset to take 2 or 3 seconds out to analyze yourself, then to analyze your situation, and then to proceed.
Right. And then now, when you were saying about the postpartum, the labor itself is an event. And it's speaking from experience.
Right.
It is the best to share it with your husband, to share it with your partner. And he thought so too. It's amazing. So I know you participated in the labor and the delivery. You cut the umbilical cord. There's something that you recommend?
Yes. Yes. I mean, you might as well. This is a lifetime job. This is not a fly by night, okay, you have this event and everybody is still in awe, but you don't realize until you do all of these little things how serious this situation actually is. It's it's a love affair. Mm-hmm. It's a love affair. You're in love with the idea of a family and so on and so forth. But, to actually be in love with your family, you have to be there from the beginning, from the building parts of it, because it's important to show that strength to your mate. Because I'm going to tell you, and I mean this, like, from the bottom of my heart, like, the strength that my wife showed me made me feel like I have to match up.
Uh-huh.
You understand?
48 hours of induced labor.
Yeah. It made me
nothing
feel,
to joke at.
No, it's not. And it made me feel like, okay, like if you're this strong, I've seen her at different levels of strength, and now it's like, here you are here. And what it does is shows me that there's another level for me to achieve within myself.
Right. March 15th, 7:29 p.m.
Yes.
5 pounds, 12 ounces.
Yes.
Little Miss Mason Mahogany Isadora Mobley is born.
Yes.
And just changed y'all's life straight up.
Yeah,
bring her home and here's a brand new person,
Yeah.
And then everything is about her, but she's beautiful. There's a picture of her now.
My baby.
Yeah, we're going to have some more pictures. We got plenty of them.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know that.
Oh, yeah. I like that one. Oh, my goodness. So tell me about you, because this is going to be a daddy blog. All right, now, get everybody home. Mommy is busy doing the milk machine thing, changing diapers. You have 2 people to take care of because she has her needs. She done had the 48 hours of labor. She's back and forth with the baby here, with the baby here. And how do you take care of them and make sure you take care of yourself also?
Well, it's not the easiest thing, right? So you're gonna have to start with a self-sacrifice. So a lot of the time that you use to put into other things, you may have to narrow that down. Or you may have to, the better thing to do, honestly, is to turn that into a way of getting money. If you could turn what you normally do into a revenue stream, then, you'll be all right.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what you can do at that point would be sacrifice leaving the house for work to build this revenue stream, if that's possible. If that's possible. If not, I don't know. You know what I mean? But me personally, what I've done was I just make sure I spend as much time on my baby. I spend that same amount of time on my wife. So when it comes to her, I give her all the encouragement that I can offer. I give her the encouragement, so that gives her mental stability. I rub her down, her feet, her legs, that gives her physical stability.
Yes.
I give her time, I take the baby. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You need to get some rest. I take the baby for as long as she'll allow me to. Because after a while, she's going to want her mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's cool. That's something that, after a while, you start to realize, like, their relationship has been, like, together. They've been together for 9 months. Prior to, you know what I mean, me actually getting to hold my baby, it was a time where it was just the 2 of them. So that's a thought that that comforts me.
Tori Chu has a radio show, and she's asked you and your wife Zalethia to appear?
Right. So shout out to Tori Chu on Spreaker.com. Shout out to Tori Chu. I really appreciate you, man. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for being there for us. We really, really appreciate you so much from the bottom of our heart. You really didn't have to do that. So that support, that you just reaching out. You know what? You know what I'm going to say? And just coming from a heavily melanated man, right, in America, that isn't looked upon in the brightest light all the time, sometimes we don't receive support from melanated women, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what I've been forced to look at is you have to look at what you represent in yourself, right? Because it's now that I put this vlog out about how I'm learning to take care of my daughter and how I'm learning to be a participant in taking care of my family because my wife helps.
We're going to take a little break right now.
Sure.
Okay, and then we want to come back and talk about some other things, okay?
All right, cool.
All right. We'll be right back. Welcome to Sin City Live. My name is Cynthia Hickenbottom, and this is my city. Roll call! Back. Thanks for rejoining us. We were talking about your blog.
Right.
So I want to move on to something else, but before that, tell us how we can get in touch. How can we find that blog?
Oh, all right. Currently, just come be my friend on Facebook, man. Seanie H. Sean. I accept all friend requests. Well, not all friend requests, because you know how Facebook run, but I accept the friend requests, and I also have a page on Facebook right now called Fatherhood the Life, man. Just you can come join that. It's an open, free page to come join where we have different forums and different conversations, and we promote the Father of the Day and things of that nature. Yeah. So, I'm really trying to push fatherhood. I'm really trying to push fatherhood. I want young men to realize what they'll miss out on. And I also want them to know what they have to be prepared for.
Then you also have resource information for them, right?
Well, that is something that I'm working on. Currently, I'm working on a magazine. I'm working on adding a magazine. I just received a few gifts that I was able to start a home office with.
Okay.
Yeah. Right? I just received a few wonderful gifts. And so I'm working on Fatherhood the Life, the magazine, and the first edition is going to be about what's life insurance, what life insurance does, and how it affects your family.
Now, we've had Seanie H. Shine here performing. He performed 2 songs. The first one was The Old Man in the Jail, and the second one was Poor Love. I'd like you to take a look at Seanie's performance. Please roll the clip.
No. I said you all I got. No. I'm not mad about that at all, yo. Hey, yo, I got you, and you got me, and that's all we need in this world, I believe, with no place to sleep and no place to eat. And people just walk by and ignore our odyssey, hugging underneath the trees. Nowhere else I'd rather be. If we could both go in the shelters with your face, I gotta see. When I arise from my sleep, so we caught boarded in the street, laying up on this greatest life I share with you is great. Cause the love that you give, only love that I can take, and I don't care where it take us or even how it take us. As long as we arrive hand in hand, I'm okay. But without you to hold on to, what I'ma do? This is poor love, yo. We can ride the train the rest of our life. It's poor love. Wherever that we land, the lane, you'll be home tonight, yo. It's poor love, yo. It's just me and you till we lose this life. It's poor love, poor love. It's poor love, yo. Hey, I'm sorry I brought you here without a foundation. But situations, they situations, we gotta face them. And I won't leave you lonely, you never have to worry, at least about that. Look, baby, I got your back, enough to share with you. In fact, it's hard to keep it all intact when the world is moving forward and your life is looking back. And I know that you ain't got the slightest concept of that. It's like you shouldn't, but life for you gon' be different. Pantries with Thanksgiving, but child, listen, this is the beginning, so far from the ending. Whatever you envision, you can live to the limit, never mind how we live it. Sitting on the stairs in the church, we begging for change until the cup hurt. I'll let you know exactly what it's worth. When I put you in this brand new shirt, and I see that smile pop up on that face that I birthed. I know, look, I never need another on earth. Ain't no, I wouldn't do it over and endanger that thought. Or live a life of a different accord. I feel rich, just holding you in the midst of this poor love. Yo, we could ride the train the rest of our life. It's poor love. Yo, wherever that we land and lay, you'll be home tonight. Yo, it's poor love. Yo, it's just me and you till we lose this life, huh? It's poor love. Poor love. It's poor love. Poor love. Poor love. Man.
Thank you, Seanie.
You're welcome, man. You know, thank you for giving me the opportunity to showcase my talents and, you know, just to run my mouth and speak what's on my mind and talk about my endeavors. I truly appreciate that.
I know you were telling me before about how you don't write as much as you used to. You spent a lot of time writing. So that has been curtailed. Are you writing any lullabies?
Actually, I am. And so it's odd that you say it because it's like I said earlier, right? It's about, and this is just in life in general, right? It's just what I learned now. But it's about finding what you like to do and finding a way to make it marketable.
You had a gig in Vegas, but you postponed it because you can't leave your family. That's too far, right?
At this point in my life, man, or at this point in my daughter's life, that's just too far.
Yes.
I had to cancel that show. It was May 26th. It was for a magazine called Soul Central. It was the Soul Central TV Awards. Multimedia company, based in London, and they were coming to do the show in America, and I know I'm in cahoots with them, so on and so forth. But I'm not.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, sacrifices, man, and that's a sacrifice I'm very much willing to make. I can do something different.
Well, you're going to D.C. Tell us about that.
Right, and so I have, in case, you know, for the people who don't remember, because I didn't get a chance to say it in this show, but I am the New York brand ambassador for a company by the name of the Success Society, and we do clothing, music, and film. And so I head up the New York department. So we do all of these things. So we're doing a show in D.C. September 29th at Tacoma Station, and also we're working on an Adidas sponsorship for a radio show that we plan on doing in D.C.
Wow.
Right. And that should be May, I think.
I believe you said the 5th?
Yeah, around May. Yeah, it is the 5th. May 5th. That's when it is. It's May 5th. So the show is on the 29th. I'm out there. D.C. is right there. I'll go. I'll come right back.
Right.
I'll go. I'll come right back. And then on the 5th, I shoot back out there again. Hopefully we bring home this Adidas sponsorship and, you know, just keep moving on from there.
And what did you say the name of the clothing line is?
The name of the clothing line is Success Society. Success Society. Success Society.
All right.
Yes.
So that sounds like a plan. And a baby line might be in order.
Yeah, we got some things in the works. A couple of revolutionary ideas, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not enough to have a good idea if it's not revolutionary. Almost what's the point? Or not even what's the point, but it makes it so much harder. So you always have to have an idea, and it's good to have an idea, but once you have that idea, you have to find your positioning.
Right.
Because there's so many people that do what you do, so you have to find your positioning, find your stronghold, and then, you know, ripple.
Exactly. So Tacoma Station, D.C. on the 29th of April.
Yes.
And then in the Adidas store in D.C. on May the 5th.
Yep.
Success Society.
Yes, the Success Society. I mean, that's what we're breeding. I mean, right now, I love being a member of the Success Society. I mean, I absolutely love it. Right now, we're in New York, we're in D.C., we're in North Carolina. I have my daughter Mason, my partner Skeeter has his son King, my other partner Marta Ray has his son Eugene, and so we're trying to create a generational wealth.
I love the way your mind works.
Thank you.
You know, so Seanie H Shine, hit him up on Facebook.
Please.
Make a friend.
Yeah, hit me
All
up
right?
on Instagram too, at Seanie H Shine on Instagram or on Twitter, at Seanie H Shine. I'm Seanie H Shine on all medias. It's,
And that's Seanie. We'll have that in the credits at the end of the show, okay?
Thank you.
So thanks so much for being here. So that's Fatherhood the Life. Don't miss it.
Please.
Uh-oh. That's our 2-minute warning, signaling the end of our Sin City Citizens meeting. Thank you, citizens, for your consistent attendance and for welcoming our returning citizen, Seanie H Shine. I look forward to the next meeting. This Sin City Live Citizens Meeting is adjourned.